Okay, part 2 of the unlawful search warrant and gang stalking by the idiot Masons in Hill County, Texas. Here we go with the audio again.
Okay. Now, I've got 3 cores around here I need to find.
These were the old ones. They were so bad they were non-rebuildable.
Those are his old ones. That's the top part that wears out.
I was showing them the top part that was non-rebuildable because there was so much, there's so much buildup, which they were talking about when I went to go get plastic bags for packaging up everything.
You're looking for the fuel pump.
There's some lines I've got for it too.
You have the fuel lines?
Okay.
Okay. Bolts, seals, washers, fittings.
Gave him 2 used fuel lines and then 1 new one to replace one that was stripped out.
Because those had to be replaced.
Yeah, but I left them with the tractor. There's one more fuel line that I need to find.
What I mean by replaced is they weren't present.
This guy lies so bad. There's no reason to take hardware off a tractor, bus, truck, car, whatever. You bag it up and you leave it with the vehicle. You write, where the stuff came off of. That way it's easy to put the vehicle back together. That's what I did on this tractor, and that's what I do on everything. And then he's trying to tell the deputy in his complaint against me that I kept the bolts and the hardware. It's bullshit. No reason to. Why complicate my life?
Yeah, they were. They're in a plastic bag in the battery tray.
Okay. We'll go with that then.
Do you want some newspaper to wrap this or no?
Injectors? Yeah.
Well, I mean, this is the part that I replaced.
Yeah, if you don't mind. It doesn't need to be anything elaborate, just that way.
Right. Well, in case you guys have to, and I'll grab some plastic bags too.
So I'm going back in the house to grab some plastic bags from the kitchen.
Go ahead. Just, we're 10-4.
Fast forwarding it a little bit to, there's a lot of wait time here. Sorry, guys. Okay, they're talking about all the parts that I've lined out for them already.
I don't know that. And
The fuel line ties into.
They're talking about the buildup on the old injectors, and that's how shitty this tractor was. I'll tell you this. For this man saying that this tractor was running with 160 pounds compression, no fucking way. 300 pounds minimum for a diesel tractor. But the bush hog had no grass under it. The tractor tires were clean. There was no grass under the carriage of the tractor. It was a complete setup. I even saw the tractor tires or tilt bed tires of a tow truck that towed it there straight across from the road. And I mean, everything that I told them, all this logic, scientific stuff I told them, nothing was investigated. And you have to ask yourself, why would a man that's just got a front yard and a side yard with the riding lawnmower in the back, why would he need a bush hog? Well, he told me that he bush hogs the electric utility, and that's BS too. It's Hilco Electric and Hilco Water. They don't let anybody do maintenance on their property, on their easements. They do it all themselves. Back to the recording. All right, I think I'm coming back into the shop now.
that was what?
Yeah, they're still looking at all the stuff.
Stuff
There's
is
paint on it.
Is it or is let's just take a look and see right there.
No, look, there's paint.
It's bullshit, man. This is what we get. Home of the flea and home of the slave. The dispatch was calling in to check on them because I'm such a danger to them when they're trick fucking me at the front door.
They're in the same consistency. So
He's talking about the paraffin wax buildup on the injectors.
I don't know what the name of those are, but I think that's what ties into bomb gun.
Hey, Butch, want to buy a hot rod motor?
Hey,
I had a motor in the floor that I was
That's the
fucking with him about.
portion of the injector.
He just asked me about the rotor and head
No,
out of
I'm
the
gonna
pump.
pull them out of there.
what's on top of them? Paint?
That's fuel crap from the injectors leaking.
Yeah, because the tractor was never maintained.
And I've only got bags. I don't have any.
that's the fuel assembly or the filters.
These are the rotors.
Okay.
And there's a shaft that I've had probably around here, but that shaft broke because
Yeah, the pump shaft broke because there was so much dirt and water in the fuel system. That sheared, and on top of that, there's this the tractor was minus what 160 to 200 is 40 psi, and then another 200 to get to 400. I mean, it was so low when I attempted to start the tractor on gas fumes on a rag. Normally that'll fire diesel right up. It wouldn't even fire up. It was so low on compression. You know, complete. You talk about fake news and fake crimes. This guy, Brian Harston, I called him out. I said, man, let God be for truth and let all y'all motherfuckers together be liars. He didn't like that at all. That's when he tried to take a swing at me. 3 swings, but so slow he couldn't get me.
You said that was a filter assembly? Yeah.
Ordered a double water filter trap assembly for the tractor to prevent that from happening again. Didn't ever pay for that.
part didn't look bad. When it was left outside and a bunch of water got.
So that goes on. Most of that goes
Yeah.
on that.
There's probably, I would estimate, 2 quarts of water in a 5-gallon diesel fuel tank on the tractor. Unbelievable amount of water.
Top of those. And the back.
No water
That's
trap
called
on the
rubber
tractor.
head assembly.
No, these.
Oh, that's the top portion of the injector, this stuff. And because they were so nasty,
I ordered used ones off of eBay to rebuild because his old units were non-rebuildable. Didn't get paid for that either. And you know what? No one else in this county goes through this shit. They target me because I got the fucking goods on all their corruption. That's what they're pissed about.
I ordered what I needed for it to put and I ordered 2 kits. One kit was used to put the pump together, and then I took it back apart.
Okay. Now where is the pump itself?
They were asking for the pump housing, which I had down up under the counter. Fast forward a little bit.
Now that rotor assembly loads in this way, and then the shaft comes in this way. The shaft was turned in half.
Thurston was asking me how the pump went together, and I told him I had the broken pump shaft out of the pump, but I couldn't find it, but I found it later in the afternoon. Isn't this fun? Fun with crooked cops and bullshit county officials. Andy Montgomery, you son of a bitch. I'm coming after you now.
Those were the rotor assembly.
Pathetic piece of crap. Yeah, another corrupt county commissioner. You know, John W. Price first, and now this piece of shit.
Yeah, I before I left there, I always do this on whatever I'm working on. It's just a good way to work, a good way to show the customer that.
Yeah, which is bagging up all their stuff, you know, instead of just leaving it all laying around.
And then there's disassembly bolts for getting down to all the fuel system parts, and then the fuel system parts.
I had bagged up the bolts in 2 bags.
There's a new line around here somewhere. I just need to find it.
One of his lines twisted in half, so I ordered a new universal line, and I found it was sitting up on top of the workbench.
When you buy new lines for diesel, they come straight. You have to bend
Yeah, you got to bend the lines to fit the motor.
That one's new, but the other ones you want to put those in there.
And he didn't pay for the new one either. But, you know, in the interest of completing this bullshit,
yeah, but I don't want any questions.
yeah, no questions at all. And, you know, Zach said we're going to have a property hearing on this. You know, I'll probably get notice of the hearing a day or 2 days later from when it was. Still bagging up all the stuff.
You got a picture of these?
About another 3 minutes left. I appreciate y'all watching this. If you could put it out everywhere on your Facebook pages.
And their numbers.
This is East Germany, fucking Stasi, fascist, communist
Do you want the
way that
the new gasket kit, or
that the regional governments are treating us patriots, or the national. Goddamn, I've fucking served in state military forces and U.S. combat forces.
yeah,
This is what I get.
Went in my back for 2 days.
How I get treated. Fuck all y'all, gangster motherfuckers. You see that?
I use that Power Purple and about a half a bottle of Pine Sol.
They're asking me about my cleaning vat and the solvent I use. If you want something that cleans the engine parts good, Power Purple and then
This
a half
is
a
the
bottle
chain
of
tensioner for the
Pine Sol, man. It works
front
great.
assembly.
I explained to them every part that we inventoried and bagged up. I explained every piece that
You want
was
to take a picture of those?
boxed up for them.
No, I got one whole copy.
And I kept asking him, I said, where's your probable cause affidavit? I said, who filed the probable cause affidavit? Do you have a criminal complaint from Brian Harston? No. Who filed the probable cause affidavit? Zach Spigner did. And I think it was retaliatory for the criminal complaint I filed against his old partner, Kevin McGarity.
You know,
Yeah, I mean, we err on the side of caution on everything, you know. And a lot of times,
you gotta know me differently, though.
I understand that too. But
I've never treated the sheriff department with disrespect, but they treat me like a fucking white trash hoe bag every time I go through one of these deals with them. Well, fuck, the whole world's gonna see this shit now. Dispatcher's just checking in with them again.
Your report about that running.
I've asked him 3 times about Harston running me down and then sideswiping my vehicle.
Damage on my van?
And then I go show Spigner the sideswipe damage, which I told him about. And I record every phone call to the sheriff department, so I got proof of this. If anybody wants to contest my statements,
No, I said he sideswiped me.
it's running it. You never told me that. You said it.
yeah, bullshit,
Confrontation.
lie, obfuscate, deny.
Fire department, right?
You know,
Between that,
because his ass is in the cradle now.
I actually saw him coming at me over 100 mile an hour. So I pulled over and got my camera ready, and I got it all on
Yeah,
video.
got it all on video. Even told him I burned him a DVD, never picked it up. Even emailed him. I've got an email where I emailed Spigner about it. I said, I got the DVD ready and my hard copy report. Never picked it up.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take a look at it and see.
Mhm.
My question is, how did he know where I lived, and how was he able to coordinate my comings and goings between town and here to be able to set up to be able to try to run me off the road?
I have no idea.
I'm asking you directly.
Yeah, I was pointing at Deputy White because I've seen him pulling shadow, eyeballing me coming and going. And then that's what they do to intimidate you, but I ain't scared of shit. Anyway, that's it of the recording. We were done, and I locked up the shop. So there you have it. That's what you get for filing a lawful official sworn affidavit with the deputy chief. Obfuscate, cover up, none of that matters. What does matter is them covering each other's asses. So that's it. I appreciate y'all watching this. If you would, please, share, cross-load it, upload it. Get this info out, because this is happening to so many people in our country now, and they think that they're just having a bad day, week, year, or decade, when they're being stalked like a motherfucker, This is a passive way to commit murder, And all these people involved in this deal, as well as all the other ones, they're all complicit as accessories after the fact in the murder of my daughter. And that was in one of my criminal complaints to the district attorney, who I've called him 6 times in the last 2 days, will not return my phone calls. So, you know what? After I get done churning out my hard copies to the FBI, to the Texas Rangers, and the Attorney General of the state of Texas, then I'm done with this. Then the line is in the sand. So thanks for everything, y'all. Man, there have been some people really helping me get this information out, and I can't thank you enough. And you know what, man? I'm on the line to protect everyone's freedom from this. This is tyranny. This is just straight up jackbooted thug, communism, fucking 101 tyranny. And it's been in our country for, at least going back as far as the John F. Kennedy assassination. So peace, love out. Thanks, everybody. Patron out. Bye.